for somebody to make them happy, but somebody to share the frosting of life, the share, the good times, somebody to build something new with, somebody to be a support system, sure, to be somebody who is going to be there when I'm not my favorite self. Because I do, as much as I have a great relationship with myself, there are times where I'm just pulled out of my high vibration, and I'm yanked down. This happened to me this weekend. Hi, hello, Mr. Birdie. Um, and I had to be the one to pull myself out. I had to get quiet, and I had to say, what's going on here? And I had to also allow it. It's okay to sometimes not be at my best. And I had to not have negative self-talk saying, oh, well, this is just because this is your pattern, this is who you are, you're never going to move out of this space. Absolutely not true. We all have ebbs and flows. And the stronger your mindset practice is, and the stronger you are in alignment with yourself, then the easier you ride those waves. You surf the waves of life. I say that your surfboard gets longer and bigger so you can ride the waves of life more smoothly. You can reduce the chaos, reduce the drama when you don't tell yourself stories about how awful life is and how you are a failure and blah, la, 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 la. It's all la, 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 la. Those are your barking dogs. But you can say, oh, hey, I hear you. What's going on? Yeah, let's check in. Can you speak to someone suffering from severe heartbreak and also hating their current job and feeling like there are no viable other jobs? Absolutely. That is such a common experience for so many people. First of all, to that person, I would say you're getting something out of this job. And to not say, yes, find the gratitude, whatever, if you simply aren't there. I would say start with where you're at. If you hate your current job, if somebody hates their current job, I would start journaling. You know me. And when I write my first book, it's going to be titled My Journal is My Therapist, because that's the place to start. And that is where I would get all the feelings out. I would be really honest. Why do I hate this job? Is it, the people? Is it the work that I'm doing? Is it the clothes I have to wear? Is it the schedule? And I would get really clear, because in the manifestation process, that is step one, knowing what you don't want. When you know what you don't want, then you can figure out what you do want. If you're dealing with people you don't like, well, another thing I would say about that is that's a mirror. Everything you are attracting into your life is a mirror of what's going on inside. So your step one is figure out what it is that you don't like about your situation, and what it is with your relationship with yourself, because that is a reflection of your relationship with yourself. And when you can start to heal that relationship inside, get the therapy you need, the coaching you need, the support system that you need, then you can start to heal that relationship that you have with you. And that's where every step, that's where everything starts to clean up around you. That is my number one message to every client I have, whether you are here, a client that I speak to online, if you are a client that I work with one-on-one, if you are a client that is in one of my group coaching programs, that's number one step. Heal the relationship inside of you. And I always point to Louise Hay, her mirror work, just anything that Louise Hay has to say, any of her books, any of her meditations, that's the starting point to healing your relationship with yourself. Because if you, and if you're suffering from severe heartbreak, get help with somebody who can be that support system for you, who can hold the space for your heartbreak and not try to make it go away. Don't try to make don't try to not feel the heartbreak. because we are holistic human beings. The human condition is of polarities and opposites and emotion ranges. And to be fully human is to feel all of the emotions. If you're feeling heartbreak, that's because you lost something that you really love. And it is so important, and I know what so many people don't do, but it's so important to feel the heartbreak. Feel the heartbreak, acknowledge it, accept it, and ask it, what is this? What are you telling me? What is this all about? Why is my heart so broken? What am I missing? And get support. Get support when you are feeling so broken and severe heartbreak, because um, if you are trying to cover that up with a new relationship or something else to cover it, which is the American way, that's our culture, don't do that, because you will never really get out of it. You will never change the pattern that got you to that point. Um, if you don't acknowledge and accept the feelings and start your relationship healing with yourself. And it is never quick. If you are suffering from severe heartbreak, don't expect to be walking on cloud nine in the next 2 months. Give yourself the time, allow yourself the time to heal, and you heal through getting to know yourself. You heal through your journaling, through your therapy, through finding the comfort, not covering it, not finding the comfort in the arms of another person, but finding the comfort that your body is seeking. And your body will tell you when you ask yourself, what is it I need right now? I have done this work for myself. And I have literally asked my little boy, my little girl inside, when I have been feeling the most weak, the most broken, the most sad, I ask myself, what is it that you need, little Gina? Because that's what this is all about. This is about what hurts inside from when we were little. What do you need? And I have given that. If my little Gina needed to be held and cuddled and told it was going to be okay, that's what I did. And if my little Gina needed to cry, I cried. And when you can allow yourself to really feel all of the emotions and move them through your body, that is when you start to heal. So I hope that that touches on how I would talk to somebody who needed help from severe heartbreak. And if they were looking at this new year and they're looking ahead and all they can see is February 14th and how lonely they're going to be, I would start making plans right now to be surrounded with love. Not romantic love, not that kind of love, but the love of whatever it is that fills their heart. And it can be, I know it can feel really vulnerable. You can feel really vulnerable when your heart is broken and all you can see is sadness. And I would not try to change that. I would accept where I'm at. And then I would slowly start to look for situations that make me, that where I feel comforted and I feel I feel supported. So I hope that that helps. Setting our intentions and getting really clear on our intentions for the new year can help us avoid some of the pitfalls in our next job and pitfalls in our next relationship. It can help you be really, really intentional so that you make sure that you are following your dreams for the right reasons. And love that fills you and helps you feel successful rather than a failure. Absolutely. You want somebody that lifts you up and that you can lift up. And I know exactly how I feel when I'm around people who are at the vibration level that I want to be at, and that I want more of those people. I used to beat my head against the wall trying to reach people who weren't on my vibration level, and I couldn't figure it out. And when I started to not worry about that and only nourish myself and really develop my relationship with myself, then those people started to come in. The people who I want in my life are coming because I've become a magnet for what I want. How to become a magnet for what you want is to have that relationship with yourself that you want to have with other people. You want a relationship that's loving, then you must be loving to yourself. If you want to be respected, you've got to respect yourself. If you want to be treated and if you want to be pampered by other people, you pamper yourself. Nobody else is going to do for you what you're not doing for yourself. If you want to live an abundant life filled with laughter and joy and fun, you've got to be that for yourself. I hope that's getting through, because it's not other people who are going to do for you what you aren't doing. And this is one of the most important lessons to learn, sometimes the hardest. But once you learn it, once you start to live it, changes everything. Especially when we feel like we are being a good friend to ourselves. Right, Daria? When you're a good friend to yourself, then you notice that other people are good friends to you. So, this is all such a perfect conversation for getting clear on what you're bringing into your life next year. If you want to bring in a relationship, then it's be that relationship with yourself. If you want somebody who loves to travel or loves to have really delicious food, if you want somebody who cooks, start cooking with yourself. Start taking yourself on dates to really beautiful places that you want to be with other people. I find that when I'm journaling and when I ask myself what I really need in the moment, it all comes out in my journal. And that's a really great way for me to know what to ask for. So if you don't catch the live vision board party, then catch the replay. I will put the link below. And thank you so much. Daria, I really appreciate the conversation starting, and I think it's really great when I can interact and actually speak to specific questions. So thank you. How can we expect others to love us if we don't love ourselves, right? If we don't find ourselves worthy of being loved and liked. I think you meant to say loved. Exactly. We train people how to treat us. So